Today in my chat, we talked about racism and I talked about prejudice and I talked about bias. And one of the things that I challenge the people in my chat to do is to have a bigger table, to let other ethnicities, other cultures, other races sit at your table, that you don't limit yourself to only one race, that you get acquainted with other races. And guess what? Without seeing color, without seeing culture, without seeing race. No, we have to get beyond that. Why is that, Cook? Because racism isn't just a word. Racism is chains on your mind. And when you limit yourself to one race, then in actuality, you're hurting yourself. Yeah. And the next thing I ask people, I ask them to have a bigger vision, that they partner and that they get out and they meet different cultures and that they get better acquainted with different races. I challenge them to go to a restaurant, guess what, from a different culture, and they sit down and they try something different. Oftentimes you have so many people that still following the stories of their ancestors, of what their ancestors went through, that they can never get to that next level. Yeah, my ancestors were in slavery. Yeah, my friends' ancestors were in the Holocaust. I get it. All of us have gone through something, but it's not what happens to you that matters. It's what you do about what happens to you that really matters. I challenge people in my chat to go out and speak to 10 different people a day. Wherever you go, you speak to 10 different people. Guess what? That's not just in your race. Yeah, you go out, an African American go out and speak to a Chinese people, speak to an Indian people, speak to a Caucasian person. A Caucasian person go out and speak to African American, go out and speak to a Nigerian, go out and speak to an Ethiopian. We have to dismantle racism. Some people are single, not because there's nobody out there for them, but they're single because they're sticking to one race. And for some of us, we're we're single because we stick to one skin complexion. Yeah, you'll see people. I'll never forget. It was this one girl that I liked, and I pursued her, and she told me she wasn't interested. Not that I wasn't a good guy. Yeah. Not that my energy was off. Yeah, but she told me she didn't want to talk to me because I wasn't dark skinned. And then she got with a friend of mine who was dark skinned, and he mistreated her. How often do we abide by what we were told from stories of people that bled on us, talking about only date within your race? Yeah, the thing about a soulmate, it's when two souls connect. And it's not limited to when two races connect. No, no. The last thing I challenge people in my chat is that I ask them to get a bigger bag. Yeah, go in your closet, and go in your closet and give some of your clothes away. I challenge them to go and pay for somebody's groceries. Yeah, I challenge them to go and pay for somebody's meal without them even knowing. Yeah, the other day I was in the market, and the guy behind me, who happened to be Caucasian, I stood at the end of the line, at the end of the bag part, and I'm bagging up my stuff, stalling, while the lady rang up his food. And when he was about to stick his credit card in, I stuck my credit card in. And he was like, no, you don't have to do that, dude. I said, no, let me bless you. I didn't see race. I didn't see color. I saw a human being that I want to bless. So you got to make your table bigger. Allow people to sup with you. Love on people. Get acquainted with other ethnicities, cultures, and races. The next thing, you have to have a bigger vision. The bigger vision says that I can date outside of my race. The bigger vision says I need to partner with somebody else. As long as their morals are right, as long as their integrity is right, and as long as they believe in God and they're in, because anybody that's atheist, I promise you, or doesn't believe in God will think that they are God. So I just don't recommend that. But as long as their principles are right, their morals are right, their moral compass, their integrity is right, we don't look at flesh. We look at heart. And the last thing, a bigger bag. Go and you bless people. The one thing about Goodwill that people don't know, my uncle works for Goodwill. And what people don't know is I don't donate to Goodwill, and I don't think you should either. Goodwill, they get tons and tons of clothes only to burn. Yeah, my uncle goes to the incinerator every day. And Goodwill pays the incinerator to burn clothes, guess what? That they can't sell. So the clothes that you donate goes to the incinerator, and Goodwill pays them to burn it. Why? Because it's not profitable. So I'm asking each and every one of you to find a homeless shelter, to find a recovery house. You take your clothes that you want to donate, that you know you ain't been wearing or you won't wear, and you give it away. Yeah, it starts with us. So we ban racism.